Hello and welcome to the Meeple Mentor YouTube channel. I'm Jared, and today we're doing an unboxing for the latest delivery Kickstarter for Everdell, the Complete Collection, which includes the deluxe resource vessels, as you see here as well. I've already done a lot of content on the channel for Everdell. Actually, I think right now it's probably my favorite board game. And so, yes, there's unboxings for the other expansions. There's tutorials for the base game and the previous 3 expansions. Now this has a large box collection, which I can't even explain how big this thing is. It's probably the biggest box I have in my collection, or one of, for sure. But it includes 2 new expansions inside, which I'm also very excited for. And according to the sticker on the box, this also has some extra promo cards. So we have a lot to look at today. I guess first we'll start with what's outside the main box here, the deluxe resource vessels. So displaying your resources in style. That's what this is all about. Let me see if I can carefully break the seal, and we'll open it right up. It says it's designed to fit inside the complete collection or the big old box of storage. So that's good news. And I would hope that it could fit, because again, this box is ridiculous and I don't know where I'm going to put it right now. So here we've got some little plastic leaf tokens, which I believe are to hold some of the tree cards or the forest event cards and that sort of thing. You just pop them down. This looks like a bowl to store all the pearls that come in Pearl Brook. Here we have a basket, which could be for coins, my guess. We have some acorns, as you can see. I think these probably for wood, the twigs. We've got some more, like a tree trunk here. I'm guessing berries or something like that. We've got a little box as well. It's like a little cart, like a train cart. And here we've got these walnut shells. There's several of them. So you would be able to put like the berries and pebbles and resin up in here. And then lastly in this box, we have like a little boat. And so it's a nice little plastic piece here and pretty large. So there you go. That is everything inside, and it comes with the nice little foam insert so that nothing gets damaged on the way to you. So that's this box. Let me just pop these leaves here back in the bag, and we'll set this aside and move on to what's in the big box and how it's all packed in here. All right. So let's carefully flip it over. Thunk. All right, it says it includes contents from Everdell Collector's Edition, Spire Crest, Collector's Edition, Pearlbrook, Collector's Edition, Belfair, New Leaf, Mistwood, plus Wooden Evertree, comprehensive rulebooks, storage system, alternate art, signature tapestry cards, the golden, wooden golden occupied tokens, and metal 6-point tokens. All right, we've got tons of stuff here. It says, let's see, dive tail first into the wondrous world of Everdell with the complete collection. With the contents of all previous and current expansions, build an amazing city of critters and constructions while you explore the Emerald Valley and beyond. Everdell is easy to learn, yet offers satisfying strategic depth and endless replayability. One thing that I also will point out is I think these cards are a different back than the original printing. So it truly is like part of this unique print of the game. It says it's designed for 1 to 6 players and ages 10 and up. Now the base game was 1 to 4, so you would have to get some of the expansions to go up to 6. It says 40 minutes to 2 hours. That depends on the player count, but you know, maybe more than 2 hours. Plus there's the teach time. So if you're planning on playing this for the first time with your group and they don't know how to play, maybe send them over to my tutorial video, which will prep everybody beforehand and or at the table so you don't have to teach yourself. So this has art by Andrew Bosley, which, you know, he's done some really great stuff. That's by James A. Wilson. This has got the like UV spot on the cover. And now we're going to carefully open up the lid. I mean, just look at that thing. All right, I'll set that over here. The storage page on how this stuff puts together. The Evertree, the Wonders assembly, and here we've got the cardboard. All right, so we've got the Pearlbrook expansion pieces here that go on your board. We've got some cardboard coins. We've got the basic events. We have some of the Mistwood new webbing tokens. These are new tokens. We have a lot of we've got the starting expedition tiles, one for each player, so up to 6. And then we've got a bunch more here. We've got a couple more of those. We've got some assembly required here on the open and closed standees. And those can be used when you make cards that are in your own little city, but can be offered for other players to, to place workers there. Over here, this looks like a new wonder, honestly, or a redesign or something like that of the original tower. Here we've got some components to make the bridge and the fountain. Or this is the fountain, this is the door. We've got some more coins. We've got the axolotl tokens. We've got these for the scoring purposes at the end of the game that randomize. And then over here, we've got the market board, which just popped out. And that can be used with Belfair, but if you don't want to use the board itself, then you can just put this somewhere out. We have some punch tickets, one for each player. We have tokens to obtain, I think, on the train. We have the token for the first player, or the AI solo game. We have some of the golden tokens, which has the gold flower or the gold leaf on it. We have the tokens here that go with the market expansion part of Belfair. These look like new events that might be part of the new expansions. The big city, if you have 15 cards, then you can go here. And then the scenic flight, if you have 3 of the purple scoring cards, then you can go to the scenic flight. Okay. Up on top, we've got Tabletop Tycoon ad here on some other games that they've published. So we'll set that here. And we've got Direwolf Digital Everdell, which has produced a digital version. And it's either out now or coming very soon. Okay, now we're going to get into some of the actual, how these things are organized. So let's take a look. We've got some boxes to get through. This looks like the background of Pearlbrook, but I believe you can just kind of store this plastic bit just right inside here and leave it there. Just leave that there. This looks like the exact same kind of plastic organization to keep all the Pearlbrook expansion stuff once put together. So like the bridge and all this stuff goes right in there, and it's got a cool thing here on top to keep it nice and sturdy. All right, now we've got another plastic container here, which from the sounds of it, it sounds like it's got all the meeples. This has a wooden board, or not board, a wooden tree, all nicely placed in here. Now I'm throwing it. All nicely placed in here in a little insert right on top. So this is the wooden tree, not the cardboard one that the retail copy has. All right, silica gel, and we remove this piece like so, and we get into all the different characters and all the different meeples that you find in the game. So very, very cool. You've got the big critters here, and man, there's just so many meeples, so many different types of critters that you can have in this game. All right, there's some of the big boys. All right. Ta-da. So these are going to go in here. But I believe there are more than that, because I have the other... Oh, there's a second bag. That makes sense. More silica gel. We've got the vulture. We've got the little bird. There's like the warthog, and then the mistwood spider. And I'm not sure yet how that one works, but that is part of the mistwood expansion. All right, so we're going to take that out, set that aside. We have a little piece of cardboard divider. Here we have the gilded book, the comprehensive, super thick rule book. All right, let's see if let's see how this looks. Because if you bought the retail copy with each expansion separately, you're talking about like 5 different little rule books and everything. So we have the archive, which is, I believe, the story behind Everdell, and maybe an appendix. Okay, very cool. The archive of everything. Reference, events, promos. So every little question you might have about a character, their specials, different cards that come into play, everything is put into this little appendix guidebook called the archive. And I got to say, that's a great idea, and I'm really glad they did it, because it's cool. You can keep this on the table and pass it around as people are looking up, you know, various things. It's all here in the archive. Then, of course, the gilded book, which you can see is like kind of a bound booklet here. Very cool. All right, let's just kind of flip through a little bit. How to play. There's Mistwood here in the back. New Leaf. There's Spirecrest. Belfair here. And basic Everdell. Mistwood Solo with the various setups. Okay, so they still include the setup at the beginning for each expansion. And the solo setup. Okay. Very cool. Very cool. All right. Very nice. I like that it's all in one booklet, because it was always a pain trying to remember which expansion a certain card or a certain rule set kind of came from, and now it's all there. So let's carefully pull out this orange box. And we have some more plastic inserts. Okay, that's just going to sit right there. We have this cool little organizer, and if you forget where everything is supposed to go, you can see it has images of kind of all these components and resources, like where they're supposed to sit. So you got the 6s, the 3s, the 1s. We have Everdell seal tokens, as in like sealing your letters kind of thing. It's like everybody gets one. Kind of looks like that. They're plastic. Everyone gets a seal. There's 6 of them. All right. We have the berries, still squishy. We got the twigs, which are not fully rounded. They do have kind of flatter sides, so they don't roll around. We have the solo dice. We have some amber. Let's see if I can just go ahead and open this bit. There's the amber. Good little translucent pieces there. And we have the pebbles. Pebbles sit in here. We have the mounts that are used for the large critters that we saw. So these I might end up trying to keep over here. And we got tons and tons of baggies for stuff to sit here as well. We'll see what else we can find. Now we've got the yellow occupied tokens. These are the gold ones, special to one of the expansions that's just came out. So these work a little differently. And as you can see, they're kind of painted, just wood discs, just like the brown ones, but they're gold. Can't wait to take a look at that. We have the other brown occupied disc tokens. A lot of silica gel. There you go. Good quality stuff. All of this, very nice. Very good quality. Okay. Let's put this back here. Set this aside. And we'll dig further in to the box. All right. What is in here? All right, well, on the side, we've got stickers. Let me see if that gives us some room to pull this thing out. Right. Very good. This thing's huge, huge. All right, we've got the Everdell cards. Room enough, I'm sure, for all the cards. We have dividers for all the expansions, so you'll be able to divide this up very nice. We've got the small deck of cards. We've got the larger deck of cards. And as I was thinking about, I see a lot of these. This has like a different backing on it. It's got the complete collection actually written on the back of the card. So let's open up some of these and see what we're working with. And also, I'll say that the way that these cards, the amount of space given, looks like it's going to be big enough to accommodate sleeved cards, which is a big deal for players like me. All right, so right on top, we have just kind of a welcome card. When you win, take a photo with this card. A toast to the new champion, the complete collection. Over here, what are these for? Just different illustration cards, just for fun. Why not? We have tame, terrifying, tormenting, troublesome, tricky. So maybe one of these comes out in one of the special modes that's offered in the game. We have some new cards to look at. So here you've got the little spider, Nightweave. Nightweave the noteworthy, Nightweave the narcissistic, Nightweave the nonchalant. All right, we have some more cards with the spider on it. Power Grab, Beguiled, Captivating, Captured Bounty. Okay, so it looks like some of these can be foiled by paying something. Okay. So it's like a special new way to play, which I think is just a solo way. Then we've got these. It's like the maze card type of thing. Market Haven. Let's see. I think in the various seasons, these cards change up different stuff. I'm not sure what all the icons mean other than the seasons, but that controls something. And then we've got a bunch of these other spider cards. Administrative errors, bad publicity, berry jam, big cheater. So a lot of interesting stuff to go through. I'm not sure how this works just yet because I've not played with the new expansion, obviously. It just came out. But these I am familiar with. These, of course, are for the various expansions. So you've got the critter or the citizens and the locations for Pearlbrook that go face down. Then you put a pearl on them, that sort of thing. Then we've got the cards that you earn from Spirecrest when you advance and into the next season. Like random 3 of these for each part of the season comes out, and you can choose to gain one by paying the costs of where it comes out in the 3 spots. But this is the only way to gain the big critters, which we saw earlier. And essentially what those big critters do is they give you a special power for your meeple. So when you place your dude on it, because they literally ride them, with those little attachments, you can use it as a regular worker or use it, according to its ability, which is pretty neat. And a lot of these here are ways to score points at the end of the game. So, all right. Those are a lot of the expansion cards. Let me just drop those right in here. These are promo packs, so we're going to look at that as well. And then the card dividers. All right. So we got Nightweave's Lair. That's what we looked at through every season, which are, I think, just the basic cards. Corrin, Evertail, Spirecrest cards, Pearlbrook, New Leaf, Rugwort cards, extra cards, Legends, and then the main deck. Okay, so all these are going to pop in there. And then for the little cards, once again, we've got Base Game, Pearlbrook, Visitors for New Leaf Library, Player Powers, Belfair, and Spirecrest. All sorts of stuff. We have some small cards to look at. Okay. Carefully opening the plastic. And there's a ton of cards in this game, I'll go ahead and say. So there's, again, the notifier card of which pack you have. So first, we have a new set of cards, which I'm guessing is part of New Leaf. So yeah, I see like the ticket type icons on here. So it looks like these are ways to score some extra points based on kind of like events. Claiming these perhaps, I'm not sure how. But I think these are the visitors. These are the people that are coming to visit, and you want to try to attract them into your city. Here's the player powers that look like this. So there's one for each Meeple critter type. And one thing to do at the beginning of the game is shuffle and deal 2 to each player. And then you choose one of them to be. And then you find your Meeples, and that's who you are for the rest of the game. And I'm noting they are also adding these little icons on the cards to note like where they're from. Like perhaps like the expansions. So like spiders, you know, from Mistwood, for example. So there's quite a few different Meeples to choose from, or critter types, which is fun. And they're all custom shaped. We have the forest event cards. And so here, I'm sure there's probably going to be some more new events in here that, yeah, I won't be able to tell you which ones are new. But they are marked with the expansion. So for these 3, that's definitely the New Leaf expansions. So 4 twigs, 2 twigs and a resin, a copy of Forest Location. So that could give you another option to do another forest, because normally you can't do the same one twice, but I guess that one you can copy another one. Then these are for the special events that you can claim, and I believe only 4 of them come out in a game. And yeah, you claim them by putting a dude on here, and sits in front of you, doesn't take up space in your city. But there's some new ones here. That's pretty cool. Lots to look through. And then we have the seasons, the weather cards. So there should be 3 in each season. Winter, fall, summer, spring, etc. Put these back there. And then the adornments that are part of Pearlbrook. So these you were dealt 2 at the beginning of the game, and if you complete them, you just pay a pearl and you get the benefit. Or you don't play them, you just keep the pearls that you gain, because pearls are still 2 points at the end of the game. So I'll set that all up in here for sorting later. Let's look at the promo cards, because I'm curious to see what kind of promos are included in the collector's big box, right? I'm sure you guys are. Over time, I have collected a few promos for the game myself, so I'll be adding those into this copy for sure. Let's see, this is all sticky. All right. See if we can carefully open this up and see some promo forest cards. Okay. So we have the Doctor Postal Pigeon to qualify for the Flying Doctor service. 3 points for each Harvester Gatherer pair in every city. Then the Fairy and Harvester Romantic Cruise. When achieved, you may search through the deck for a Gatherer card and play it for free, or you may gain 5 points. Okay, I'll just put that in front here. We have a promo pack. It's got a story on here, which perhaps I will go ahead and read to everybody. It says, from the beginning, James and Clarissa Wilson poured their energy and love into making Everdell an extraordinary game. As an Easter egg, they placed themselves into their beloved world as the mouse husband and wife cards, which can be paired when played. Now there are more options for pairings within this charming world. This promo pack includes many options for personalizing your own cards for Everdell. Check the rule cards for how to add these into your deck. As a special bonus, we've included the custom promo versions of the entire Wilson family in this pack. Compatibility: include any 4 Harvesters and 4 Gatherer cards in the main deck, regardless of their written names. From earlier printings, husband is equivalent to Harvester, and wife is equivalent to Gatherer. All right. And then test your writing implement here. We recommend using block lettering with an ultrafine point, gel pen, blah, blah, blah. And yeah, so I guess for some of these special cards that you might be able to make, they say go ahead and test your pen on that, which is really, really courteous. So we have named gatherers, named wives and husbands, right? So Clarissa, Caleb, Juliana, Noah, James, Jeremiah, Josiah, Olivia, Wesley. Very good. And also looks like there are like male gatherers, female gatherers, male harvesters, female harvesters. So you can actually kind of put all these guys together. And that's really cool. So these are nice upgraded, versions. I think all the abilities are the same. Gain a resource if paired, and gain a resource, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Harvester. And then we have the farm. We have some more farm cards, and it's got the little icon here for Harvester / Gatherer. Gain a berry, gain a berry, gain a berry. Just a lot more farms. Farms are very useful. Then we have this promo legendary card, McGregor's Market. So this is gain 2 resources, and yep, every time it produces, you get 2 resources. It's pretty good. 4-point card. Very nice promos. Very nice. Very cool. I'll put that in here as well. Then we have, I believe, more of the main game cards. We can just kind of quickly look through. And I'm going to pay special note to any Mistwood cards icons and New Leaf icons. If you want to see more of the cards that are base game or previous expansions, check out some of my other unboxings as well, or the tutorial, because I'll have all that stuff covered in there. So we've got the air balloon. We've got, where's the icon? Interesting. Okay, we've got the baker. I'm just trying to find, okay, here we go. This is New Leaf. This is New Leaf. Baker. The bank. I'm going to slow down on the ones that are the new ones, and you can like slow the video, pause it, take a look at these cards with me. City Hall. Copying an opponent's city. This guy can be played on any unique construction. Diplomat can be played on any blue construction. The Ever Wall. Unique. Does not take up a space. 2 points for every 5 spaces you filled in your city. Well, that'll be a guarantee. Like, definitely get that card. The Freight Car. The Gardener. It's a little big. The Greenhouse. If sharing a space with a farm, gain 1 berry. So these go on top of farms. The Hotel. Play a critter or construction for 3 fewer. Inventor. When playing a critter or construction, you may discard this inventor, decreasing the cost by 3. The Lamplighter. Draw 2 from the meadow. Or the Station. Library. Point for each card color in your city. Locomotive is a unique construction. Play a station card for 3 fewer. The Magician, you may discard 1 other critter or construction from your city to gain a point and a berry. That's going to be very useful, actually. Especially if you are one that plays a ton of cards and are always trying to find a new way to keep playing cards. Speaking of that, the Main Road for 1 pebble. It's no points, but it gives you an extra space in your city. And you can put any common occupied, token for any common critter. That's cool. The Mayor. Oh, he's like a little snail. Gain a point and 1 point for every 5 spaces you filled in your city. Very cool. Miller. Pay a pebble to get 3 points. The Museum. After you play a critter or construction, you may draw 2. The Photographer. This little spider. Copy any purple point card in an opponent's city. Score based on your city. The Poet, which is a butterfly. Choose a color, draw all the cards from the meadow of that color. Gain 1 point for each one drawn. The Tea House. You may give a card to an opponent to get a berry or a resource and draw a card. I like that. More farms. So this has the Mistwood, I think. A lot more farms. And this one says gain a berry or gain a point. Gain a berry or gain an amber. Gain a berry or draw 2 cards. You may discard this farm to gain 1 twig, 1 amber, and draw a card. There's more farm. Activate in your city. Corin Evertail's Path. Unique construction. For 1 pebble. Doesn't take up a space. Activate any location occupied by an opponent, but that lists some examples of places it doesn't copy. The Corin Evertail's Field is worth 1 point. Unique, gains you a berry and a berry for each farm in all opponents' cities. Those opponents draw a card for each farm they have. Corin Evertail the Leader, unique critter. I believe that's probably the only one. He goes on any blue card. Every time you draw a card, you may give 1 of those cards to an opponent to gain a point. That's interesting. And Corin Evertail the King, 1 point for each purple in an opponent's city. Corin Evertail the Warrior, give up to 8 cards and or resources to opponents to get a point for each gift. And then we have some really unique cards here. I don't know why they look very different, but there you go. The Warrior, Field, the Path. It's awesome. Just awesome. Let's continue looking. Okay, these are standard type game. We've got some legendaries in here. Always like playing with the legendary cards. There's Rugwort. There's the one with the bell cards. There's Pearlbrook cards. And the hair balloon. So, wow, I just pulled it right off the deck and I got every single new leaf card. That's pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. And then the last set of cards in this stack right here. All right. Got some base game stuff here. Stuff stuff you've probably already seen. We've got the Fool, which that looks like a new piece, like a new artwork for it. I'm not sure. We've got the Husband still in play. So he's still a thing, plus the Hunters, Gatherers. And that's, I'm going to check the rules on how they want to incorporate those, like if you're supposed to remove the basic farms or remove all the husband and wives from these original sets. I'm not sure. Okay, got that. And we've got more from the base game. More farms, a lot of farms. Yep, the ruins. All right, that's all of them for now. So this little thing goes right on top. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay, we have stickers, which I guess we'll just take a quick look at what they look like, because this is going to be an undertaking to be able to put all these stickers on all those wooden meeples. I'm talking careful work, hours, I'm sure. I did see a recommendation for people who've already started doing this, that they say get a toothpick and like put them on carefully using a toothpick and not your fingers as much. And they're going to be two-sided, so like they're mirror images, so that you can actually put stickers on both sides of the meeples, which is absolutely amazing. So it's just a matter of finding those meeples and putting them on, and there you go. You even got the spider. We got like snails over here. We got butterflies. We have bats and bees. Looks like otters, some more spiders. We got pigs now, and we can also see you've got the explorers, you know, the bunnies. Everyone gets a bunny, regardless of your critter type. You get a bunny. You also get the ambassador, the frog. So there's enough frogs here for every color. And then we have the big critter stickers. Very cool. I like it. I like it. That's going to be my job later, stickering all these things. Let's set that here. And we've still got one more big box in the big box to look at for components. So we have on top a tray. On the tray, we have stickers for the various occupied tokens to place. We have a score pad. That sits all nicely in here. We have a nice bag to put, I'm sure, the expedition tiles, so that you can draw those out as you're, refilling expedition tiles. We have from Belfair the boards already punched out. Oh, here's a new one. This is for Mistwood. So this is, I think, a special board for him. And I guess you could just use it for your own on this side if you wanted to have the dude, visible in front of you. Turn summary, prepare for season for Nightweave. So it has some little summaries on that one. This, I think, is a new one. Yep. This has like the Everdell tree in the background, but it also has Nightweave information on that, which is great. And these are more that were included in Belfair. All right, put these in here. Nice little insert, fits perfectly. I'm very impressed with how they've made this. This is really, really nice design work. They spent a lot of time making sure this looks good and fits perfectly. Okay. So we have the Belfair board. We have the Spire, or no, this is the base game board right there. Okay. I think this little bridge feels new to me. I don't know. You tell me, because it's been a while, but I feel like that bridge wasn't there before. But you've got the haven down here. You've got the meadow in the middle. You've got spots on the sides. All these look like the same. We have the Spirecrest expedition board right here. Ta-da! We have the Pearlbrook fold board here. Okay. All looks very good. And I think the one everyone's excited to see, the new Leaf board. All right, we're gonna take a look at this. Okay, so it folds out. It's gonna go on the right of the game board. You got like a train. We've got spots here for the visitors to like step on board. This says station action, and it's got open spots of any number of people. Only one worker per player there. Discard a visitor at the station, then gain one visitor and one train car tile. So these are where those little tokens, I think, are going to sit. At the knoll, only one worker per player. Discard 3 meadow or station cards. Replenish, then draw 3 meadow or station cards, and gain 1 train car tile. So there's going to be a certain number of visitor cards that are going to come out here, which you'll be able to discard and gain and all that stuff. So it looks like this is the only one to gain people from like the visitor cards, and this one you can gain like actual normal Everdell cards. But yeah, this looks good. Looks like it's going to fit nicely in how it's kind of cut out. And if you don't have a big table, you're not going to be able to put every expansion in this game and play it at once. It's going to be too big, but we'll see. I'm definitely going to try it because I love all the expansions they've come out with so far, and I can't wait to try these. That, I believe, is everything inside the box that we have to look at. So I have a lot of card sleeving to do as well as stickering to do, so I'm going to get on to that. But that's everything. Thank you guys for watching this unboxing with me of doing the Everdell Collector's Box. And make sure to stick around on the channel if you like more content from Everdell, like the tutorial for the original game and the first 3 expansions, all in one video out there for you. Also, if you want to like stick around for more tutorials, that's what we do here on the channel, as well as news for board game news every other week. Just kind of getting all the industry news, new game announcements, all that good stuff into one video for you, just kind of reading it out for you. But yeah, until I see you in the next video, I've been Jared. Bye-bye.